Welcome to another tutorial video for Smart Balancer 4. Today we are focusing on the software option Advanced Analysis. For this I have prepared a rotor model with 2 channels and the speed sensor. This option you can activate in the settings by entering the key. If you have purchased this option with a new Smart Balancer, this is already activated, but you can check here if this is done accordingly. And also please check on the home page if you have the newest firmware version. This is another video you can find in the channel. If this is correct, let's get started. So if this option is activated, you have this application analysis. We go to analysis. What we see here is you can open your projects which you have already created, or you can work from machine templates which are preset, or in this video we start with creating a new one. So we go to machine templates. Here you can also delete templates, rename templates, copy them and so on. And you can also put the templates on your home screen with this function. Now we create a new template. This new template we name 2 channels measurement analysis. This can be your template. For this we create now a machine. My machine is a rotor model, but this can be a pump, a fan, you name it. Rotor model. Apply changes. Now we have our machine created. Now we create measuring points. We click here on the plus. Now you see new test point is created. We rename it to MP1. This is our measuring point 1. Here you can also set up the direction, the type of measuring point. This is vibration, speed, temperature, and so on. You can have added some tasks. So add new tasks. So you can click here from information to the measurement tasks and press plus. In this list you find different tasks you can add to a measuring point. For example, we take the overall measurement. For example, we take velocity measurement. This is the V here, 2 Hertz to 1 kilohertz. This we add to the measurement. We also like to see the spectrum, velocity spectrum. We like to see the time wave. We take 1 second. We take acceleration, 10 Hertz to 10 kilohertz. We take also envelope signal, envelope spectrum. We take here, for example, 1 kilohertz to 40 kilohertz. So and this we add to our measuring point. So this one is complete. If you click here to create a new measuring point, he is copying the first one. So what you only have to do is to rename this one. You rename it in MP2, so your measuring point 2, and you can see it has the same tasks. But of course you can also set up these tasks, for example high pass filter, low pass filter, and so on. So you have a lot of adjustments to make, number of lines and so on. I will not do it here, but you're free to change all the parameters for your measurement. And we will add another measuring point, but this one we will name as a speed measuring point. So we can enter the speed or we can measure the speed. In analysis, it's not required to measure the speed. It's different to the balancing tasks. In analysis, you can also enter the speed, but in this case, because we have created or added the speed sensor here to the rotor model, we will create measuring point named speed, and we have to give him also the qualification as a speed signal, and we are measuring absolute. This is important, so you have in your measuring points, so these all are your measuring points here. Now what you will see here is that he is creating all this for the channel 2 here, but we like to have a simultaneous measurement. So it means we like to measure with the channel 2 and channel 3 at the same time. For this we edit it. We go to the high level here on the left side to your 2-channel measurement template and go here to this symbol. This is for the creation of groups. So for example, if you have 6 channels, you can have 6 channels at the same time. You can have 6 measuring points, and we can connect all them to one group. So you see here, you can click now here on your measuring point. And now if we confirm this group 1 being MP1, MP2 and the speed, you will see that all those points are connected. And now you can see also in the channels that channel 2 is your MP1, channel 3 is your MP2, and your trigger point 1, which you have connected, is your speed. Yeah, you can see here already he is measuring live 2 channels. What I strongly recommend is always, if you're finished with the template, also save a project. So go here and say this is my analysis rotor model 1, and this will be our project. So it's not only in the template section, but this one, rotor model 1, is now your asset. So we start our rotor model. And I see speed is not measuring. I check what's going on. And I forgot to add here in the speed, I forgot to add a task, and this would be speed task. Name speed, what is the speed? So save, now it's correct. Now here's measuring. So we are working now in our rotor model 1 version. So if we have now the live measurement of speed, RMS, and this one is, and you can see it here if you click on the eye. So we have velocity RMS, we have velocity phase amplitude. This one is linked to the first order signal, so to the imbalance. Displacement we actually don't need to see, and we don't see it here, so it's okay. We click on measurement. Now he's measuring channel 2, channel 3 and trigger point. So we have our results. Let's check the results. Here you have your measurement tasks. This is now the spectrum, velocity spectrum. You can zoom in with 2 fingers. You can move left and right, and you can change. So the blue one here, the dark blue one, is our MP1, and behind this is MP2. You can always focus here. If you click here, you can always focus on a measurement by removing this. Now you have only MP1, but we can see all them ones also here. So you can jump with your maximum point here. You can jump from MP1 to MP2. You see also the change here as well here. On the right side you have a table. You can slide here to see the pick list. You can also, you see here you have more results, so you can slide to the right and see, for example, the acceleration. This is our time signal, 1 second. You see your spikes here. This is our envelope signal. This will be another video how you can use your bearing database, for example, to also lay over the bearing fault frequencies from the bearing database to here. And again our time signal and the spectrum. You have here on the upper side you have different type of visualization. You can focus. For example, here you like to have it on a big screen. You're measuring point 1, so you go here and have it on a big screen. You see that our measurement speed, so our first order is 25 Hertz, but this is not our problem with this rotor model. Problem is somewhere here. You can make also the harmonics. You see this is, and sidebands. So you have different types of visualization of your results. And of course always the pick list here. So this is how you set up your advanced analysis measurements. Have fun.